Late Stage by Briar A. Ceronics, March 16th, 2025. Fade in. Interior, Albina's bedroom, night. Little Albina is a 7-year-old anthropomorphic dawnhare. Albina is lying in bed waiting for her mother, Anya, another dawnhare, 37, to tuck her in. Both dawnhares have Russian accents. The room is decorated in decals of the forest with a light machine making the room look like it's drowning in water. There is also a shelf with a few science trophies. Do you want me to read you a story before bed? Yes! Alright. Which one? The one about the humans. You've read that history book 1,000 times. Are you sure you don't want something else? Nope. Alright then. Anya pats Albina's head. She then grabs a book from the shelf. The cover is of the humans in a large body of water. They look at peace. Anya opens the book. The humans had been the dominant species on Earth for 200,000 years. Albina is stimming, excited. The gods had declared the era of humans was over. Albina stands up on her bed. The gods sent down a flood that drowned all the humans. The rain poured for months and months until no human remained. Lie down. You're supposed to be settling down. Albina lies back in bed. Anya tucks her in. Sorry. With the humans gone, Earth needed a new species to rebuild society. The gods felt remorse for all the extinct animals whose time was cut short. They raised their hands once more and took on more capable forms fit for a civilized life, birthing the nation of Extopia. And that's where we are today. The end. That's right. Who's my smart girl? Me. Yep, and smart girls need sleep to stay smart. Can you do that for me? Yes, Momya. Anya gets up and goes to the door, but stops before leaving. Good night, Doshenka. Sweet dreams. Anya turns off the lights, leaving the room pitch black. She leaves and shuts the door. Interior, Albina's bedroom, day. Time skip. An older Albina, 27, is woken up by her alarm clock. She gently hits it, then tosses and turns. Her bedroom is the same as it was 20 years ago, except now she has a lot more science trophies lining her shelves. 5 more minutes. Interior, Mr. Rex's bedroom, day. Mr. Rex, 65, is an American accented T-Rex with blonde hair. His room is fancy and elegant, with a large bed meant to fit his equally large body. Standing at his bedside is Farron, a French accented 30-year-old anthropomorphic Rataz Island lizard. Farron pokes Mr. Rex. It's time to wake up, Mr. President. Mr. Rex jolts awake, sitting up straight and punches Farron in the face. Mr. Rex gets up and leaves Farron. Thank you, sir. Interior, Albina's kitchen and living room, day. Albina is in her kitchen. The kitchen and living room are the same room but on opposite ends. It has the decor of an average low-middle-class kitchen. Albina is hovering over the toaster. Suddenly, toaster pastries pop out and Albina catches them. She starts juggling them between her hands while walking to the dining table where Anya is seated, having coffee. Anya has a wheeled IV attached to her. Hot. Interior, Mr. Rex's dining room, day. Mr. Rex is seated at his large dining table, but he is the only one there. Farron comes into the room with a giant cart of gourmet food and serves Mr. Rex. Mr. Rex starts eating like an unmannered pig. Interior, Albina's kitchen and living room, day. Albina gets up from her chair at the kitchen table and kisses her mother on the head. Anya is also still seated at the kitchen table. Good luck on the new project today, honey. Albina gives a wave to Anya. Albina then walks over to the living room side of the two-purpose room. It only takes her 5 steps. On the couch watching Cocomelon on TV is Albina's 2 younger twin siblings, Asaya and Akim, both Russian accented 8-year-old dawnhares. They have identical faces but differing male and female attributes. Albina pets their heads just as their mother did when Albina was young. Be good for Momya today, you little rascals. She needs her rest. We will. The 2 twins each are hiding crossed fingers behind their backs. Albina grabs her lab coat from the coat rack and leaves the house. Interior, Mr. Rex's living room, day. Mr. Rex's living room is huge, but with a lot of blank space. The furniture is quite fancy, but it does not feel like a home. Mr. Rex goes to the door to the outside, but stops. He looks back at his empty living room, turns off the lights, and then leaves the dark house. I'm still here, sir. Interior, Government Weather Tracking Office, day. Albina arrives at her job and is in the process of walking to her desk. On her way there, she shyly waves to a few people, but they all ignore her. After the rejection, Albina walks the rest of the way with her head down. Albina arrives at her desk, which is covered in family photos and weather-related collectible merchandise. Sitting on top of her desk is Kari, a 26-year-old anthropomorphic Australian thylacine. Kari is an archaeologist dressed in all brown in an attempt to hide all the dirt on their outfit. It is not working. They are kicking their hanging feet while waiting. Both Albina and Kari are wearing government-issued lanyards with Kia cards. Kari, what are you doing here? This isn't your department. Kari speaks with frequent pauses whenever they speak. There's a dig site in the area, so I decided to pop in and say hello to my favorite mate and steal some crackers from the office. That's illegal, you know. I think old Rex can afford a few missing crackers. Anyway, are we on for indoor skiing this weekend? We just went last weekend. Besides, I have a big project I have to get done. Do you remember? The one about calculating the effects of our power sources on the planet? Oh yeah. Fair enough. I'm rather busy too. Supposedly this dig site is a doozy. Catch you later. Bye. Albina gives a small awkward wave to Kari. They return it with a bigger wave that is high up in the air. Then they leave. Albina just settles into her desk at the computer when Farron approaches and bugs her. Mr. X wants to see you in an hour. Be prepared. Will do, sir. Farron leaves and Albina looks at her computer. She starts to sweat and stresses. I haven't even run the first test yet. Dang it! Albina takes some deep breaths. It's fine. I have a whole hour. Yep, an hour. So much time. Albina starts to focus on her computer and boots up a program. As it's loading, the title is present with a progress bar underneath. The title states, Advanced Weather Predictor Protect the Future. After the progress bar loads, the computer screen shows a load of information and graphs. Most of the words cannot be made out, but the bigger words can be. They say in all caps, in red, Danger, predicted stage 5 plus ? Flood inbound. Estimated in 10 years. Immediate action required. Albina starts to freak out. Predicted stage 5 plus flood? What? In just 10 years? What? No, that can't be right. Albina refreshes the page multiple times, but each time the same answer appears. Albina scrambles and grabs a notebook and pencil. She frantically starts taking notes. Interior, Mr. X's office, day. Mr. X is sitting at the desk mindlessly playing with a pencil. The office is decorated in plaque rewards and luxury furniture. Farron steps into the office, reading a clipboard. Sir, Miss Zyka is here to see you. Bring her in. Farron beckons Albina in with a hand motion. She enters and Farron leaves. How goes the new machine? We're really counting on it. Sir, we had a very bad prediction. Well, I don't like bad. Redo it. I did, sir, but each time it was the same. Albina looks nervous and starts to ramble. Well, the program predicted a flood in 10 years so bad it couldn't even comprehend it on the flood scale. It is estimated to displace and kill millions in our state of Amber and the neighboring states. It is also likely this will not be the last of its kind. We can prevent this, though. If we limit use of man-made power and switch to solar power in all factories in the country and limit car productions to solar only, we would steer clear of such disaster. The sun is key, as we don't know what in our power supply is causing the issue just yet. Mr. X looks personally insulted, anger written on his face. That machine of yours is faulty. Go fix it, Miss Zyka. But it's not, sir. This flood will happen and wipe Amber off the map if we stand by and do nothing. Do you know how much money that would cost, Albina? It's ridiculous to waste that much money on a glorified fortune teller. But no more buts. Fix that darn machine and do not speak a word of this to anyone. If you do, you're fired. Got that? Albina hangs her head low. Yes, sir. Mr. X calms down and seems like a caring person now despite yelling at Albina mere moments ago. Mr. X pats Albina on the head. Good. Now get back to work. Interior Government Weather Tracking Office, day. Albina arrives at her desk, head hanging even lower. She sits down and puts her head in her hands. She lets out a few soft sobs. Albina's phone rings. Kari's on the other end, but cannot be seen. Hello? Hey. You busy? Albina looks to her results screen on the computer from testing a new weather program. Not anymore. Great! Well, can you come to the dig site? You're gonna want to see this. Exterior, dig site, day. The dig site is closed off with police tape. A giant crater-sized hole lies in the center with a half-buried house inside. Its colors have faded and the house has decay from water damage. Kari spots Albina and waves her over. Albina walks over. Here, they found this in a bottle in the living room. At least we think it's the living room. Kari hands Albina a note. Albina unfurls the note and reads its contents aloud. Greed, what a deed, sentenced us to the grave. The sun burned, the rain poured, all resulting in a wave. Blame the remains of the forgotten, for they assured we are rotten. Sound familiar? It's the flood that killed the humans. Don't you mean humans? Albina jabs Kari. Shut up. Well, as they say, ladies first. Huh? As in, you get to be the first to see inside the house's basement. Interior abandoned basement, day. The basement has water lining the floor with dust falling from the ceiling. All the furniture is covered in rot. In the corner are barrels. What a fun place. Perfect for a party. If you want a million diseases. Lighten up, you'll be fine. Probably. Albina walks over to the barrels. Kari follows. Albina opens one of the lids. Yeesh, that smells bloody dreadful. It smells like gasoline. Albina looks to Kari with worry in her eyes. Kari, something bad is going to happen, and I think it has happened before. What do you mean? Today the machine predicted a flood that is going to kill all of us in 10 years, Kari. I tried to tell Mr. Rex how to avoid it, to stop using this stuff. Albina kicks one of the barrels. It doesn't budge. But he just ignored me, claiming it was too expensive. How does he not care so many people are going to die? Do you think this happened to the humans? The poem, Blame the Remains of the Forgotten. The stuff contains remnants of long-dead animals. Animals like us. Wow, now we use the humans' remains. Ironic. Kari, take this seriously. I am. It's just a lot. I mean, you're saying this fossil fuel that we also use killed the humans and not the gods. Yes, it's breaking down the planet bit by bit. Another flood is going to happen. We need to do something. Did you tell anyone else at work? No, I'd be fired. Alright, well, we'll need to just be a bit secretive. Can't discuss it here then. Interior, Albina's kitchen and living room, evening. Albina and Kari plop down onto the living room couch. Next to the couch is Albina's work backpack. Ah, that's better. Now where were we? Albina gets off the couch and starts pacing around the living room. In the middle of a panic attack? Pretty sure that's just you, mate. Kari! Yep, serious, I know. We can't just let him do this. Albina's pacing becomes more frantic. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Kari gets up and puts their hand on Albina's shoulder. It's gonna be alright, Al. We just need to take a breath and come up with a plan. Can you do that? Albina looks into Kari's eyes. She nods. Albina takes a deep breath in and then lets it out. Better? Albina gently nods. This piece is quickly disrupted by the twins barging into the living room. The twins are fighting over a toy laptop. Kim, Mom, you said I could play with the hacker laptop. Give it to me. Then come and get it. The two twins are fighting for the laptop as if they were playing tug-of-war. Albina goes and breaks up the fight. Asaya, did Momya really say you could have the laptop? Asaya frantically nods her head. Kim, does that mean you should give your sister the laptop? Kim sulks. Yes. Good. Kim, why don't you go do some homework while you wait? Real hackers need to train their brains with math equations. Kim's sad and attitude changes and turns happy. All right. The two twins run off. Kari looks at Albina, smiling. They're just like you when you were little. How so? Come on, you remember. You used to do those hackathons all the time as a kid. Won first place, too. Kari pauses. A realization strikes them and their eyes light up. That's it! Huh? You hack into the government and install some rules or whatever that makes companies comply to your energy saving stuff. You mean add completely fake legislations into a government system? Yeah, why not? Not only would I get fired, I would be jailed. Who would take care of Mom then? And breathe, Albina. Look, you don't have to, but like you said, we need to do something. Albina takes many deep breaths in. Kari tries to reassure her. You're the best hacker I know. To be fair, I don't know many, but still. You could do this under the radar easily. They'll never know it was you. Albina stops with the breathing exercises. What if it wasn't me? Huh? What if we hired someone? That way we can't be tied to it. My job is safe, and so are the people. I guess that works. Where would you even find someone, though? Oh, that's easy. Albina grabs her backpack and pulls out a laptop. She sits on the couch and opens up the laptop. Kari sits and leans into Albina to watch the laptop screen. Albina hits a few buttons, and within seconds, the laptop is on the dark web. See? Dark web. How do you even know how to do that? It's quite easy, really. Alright then. Well, let's see who's available. Already on it. The laptop screen shows a list of names with accompanying occupations, all hackers. The one that catches Albina and Kari's eye is labeled Name, Pidgey. Occupation, Hacker. Specialty, Government Systems. Likes, Your Money. That Pidgey one looks perfect for this. Pidgey it is. Albina hits the Hire button. This opens up a text chat between Albina and Pidgey. Text message. Meet up at Rex State College, Fossil Hall, room 366. Tomorrow, 5 p.m. sharp. Don't be late. I'll charge extra. She seems nice. Exterior, golf course, day. Mr. X is at a prestigious golf course, playing golf. He makes a hole-in-one. Caddy, fetch the ball. Baron, carrying way too many golf clubs on his back, goes and retrieves the ball from the hole. Mr. Rex leans on his golf club while waiting, tapping his foot, impatient. Baron returns, out of breath. Took you long enough. Mr. Rex swipes the ball from Baron and starts lining up his next shot. Sorry, sir. Mr. X tries to line up his next shot, but his arms are too short. The end of the golf club does not reach the ball. Caddy, give me the longest rod you've got. Yes, sir. Baron reaches behind to his back and pulls out a comedically long golf club. Baron collapses to the grass, face down, exhausted. A professionally dressed woman hands Baron a stack of papers. He is still face down, but raises a high five. She then leaves. Baron gets up and runs to the car and gets a giant whiteboard on wheels. On the whiteboard are charts. Sir, if you'd look here, we just received some new profit data. Mr. X does not look at Baron or the chart. He instead continues to line up his golf club for the perfect shot. Go on. Across all of your amazing 27 businesses, demand is rapidly increasing on an average of 4 times what you were producing last year. And the factories have thus started increasing employee work hours and were able to meet demands, leading to increased profits, also around 4 times what we were making last year. We? My apologies. You, sir. Mr. X lets out a hearty laugh. What's so funny, sir? To think that little rabbit wanted me to start cutting down on factory emissions. I would have been out millions. Baron joins in on the laughing. Hi, yes, sir, that was quite hilarious. Mr. X finally takes the shot. He lands another hole-in-one. He then turns stern and faces Baron. You think this is funny? Baron stumbles for words. No, sir, you were laughing, so... I'll repeat myself. Do you think this is funny? Baron shrinks into himself. No, sir. Don't make that mistake again. Mr. X loses the stern attitude and goes back to relaxed golf player Mr. X. Caddy, fetch me a soda, but put it in one of those nice little cups. Baron runs to the car where in the trunk is a cooler with Rex-branded sodas. He opens one and grabs a cup from the trunk. The cup features fierce dinosaurs with a blue background. The cup is clearly made for kids. Baron lifts the cup and soda to be level with his face so that his eyes can watch the liquid pour. Poured with love, for everyone loves Mr. Rex. Interior Government Weather Tracking Office, day. Albina is sitting at her desk. She is fidgety and clearly nervous. From behind her, Mr. X approaches and taps Albina on the shoulder. She jumps. So sorry to startle you, Albina. I wanted to know how you were doing. Mr. X seems nice, but something's off about his tone. Albina tries to mask her fear, but she is only partly successful. She stops fidgeting, but her voice remains shaky. Oh, I'm doing fine, sir. Good, good. Say, how's your mother these days? Albina stops cold. Her voice is even shakier now. Same as she's been, stable as long as she stays on that new medicine. Ah yes, that medicine my insurance company approved for her. It was a bit expensive, but anything for my best scientist. Mr. Rex pats Albina on the head. Albina is clearly uncomfortable, but she lets him anyway. I'll be praying to the gods for your mother. May she remain stable. Mr. X stares at Albina with his last words. He has a kind tone, but an intimidating stare. Thank you, sir. Mr. X walks off. After checking a few times to see if Mr. X is gone, Albina pulls up the text chat between her and the hacker, Pidgey. Albina writes a message, but has yet to hit send. Sorry to bother you, Pidgey. I will need to call off your services. I will still pay for bothering you. Again, sorry. Albina's mouse hovers over the send button. Her fingers hovers over the left click of her mouse. She lets out a frustrated sigh. On her screen, a message from another application appears. It is a video message from Albina Zyka. Albina clicks the message. It opens up the video on her laptop that automatically plays. The video is shot from Albina's living room. Asaya, Akim, and Anya are all in the video with Anya recording in selfie mode. Congrats, sis! Congratulations on the new machine, Donchka. I won't pretend to understand what you do there, but I'm very proud of you. Your work is going to save so many people. Interior, Government Weather Tracking Office, continuous. Albina looks teary-eyed at the video. She reopens the text chat between her and Pidgey and deletes the text. Instead, she sends a different text. See you at 5 p.m. Interior, Rex State University, room 366, day. The small dorm room is covered in purple LED lights, casting a shadow on the gamer chair that is turned so that the person sitting there is not visible. The gamer chair is in front of a desk with a desktop computer. The shadows are also present as the window has blackout curtains covering the sun. On the computer is the text chat between Pidgey and Albina. A new message appears. Text. See you at 5 p.m. The gamer chair spins forward, now facing away from the desk. The person sitting in the desk face is cast in shadow. Her hands are in a plotting stance. This person is Pidgey, a 19-year-old anthropomorphic hipster passenger pigeon with an American accent. It's time. Another dark shadow moves to the blackout curtains and rips them off the window. The second shadow is revealed to be Pidgey's roommate, Cindy. Cindy's an 18-year-old anthropomorphic giant Pika with an American accent. She is dressed like a doll in pink. What are you doing? Doing a dramatic pose. Dork. Cindy exits the dorm, slamming the door. Pidgey sticks her tongue out, mocking Cindy. At least I do something other than talk about boys all day. She does a fake barf at the mention of boys. Interior, coffee shop, afternoon. Waiting in a long line at a coffee shop is Albina. She looks anxious as ever. The door of the shop opens, accompanied by a bell. Kari comes through the door and cuts the line over to Albina. Customers behind Kari get mad at them. I was here first. Well, I know her, so... Sorry, mate. Kari turns away from the still angry customer. We still on for 5 p.m.? Shh. No one knows what we're talking about. Besides, I picked this place since no one cares what goes on here, and it's by the campus. I won't sell a black market deal back there. Kari points to a booth in the back of the shop. If you say so. Albina gets her turn in line. She and Kari place their orders to the barista. That barista being Cindy. A coffee, 2 creams, 2 sugars. Thank you. I'll have a coffee, 3 creams, 5 sugars. Oh, and a dash of peppermint. Yeah, that'd be good. With vanilla mocha. Yeah, and make sure to stir it clockwise, will ya? They say stirring it counterclockwise brings bad luck. Don't really need any of that right now. Cindy looks annoyed at the complex order Kari just ordered and gives them both a nasty look. Cindy goes to the back of the counter area to make the coffees. She is still in earshot of Albina and Kari. Bit rude, isn't it? The appointment is only 30 minutes away. Should we call it off? No, everyone would die. But we could be jailed. No, I went through measures to prevent that. You need to calm down, Al. You're doing a good thing. Besides, Pidgey seems nice. She does this thing more often and has a sense of humor. Seems trustworthy to me. Cindy's ears perk up at the mention of Pidgey. She takes a quick glance at Albina and Kari, studying their faces. She then brings them their orders. 1 normal coffee and 1 abomination to nature. Thank you. Thanks for the normal coffee. I know Al's is a total train wreck. Who only gets 2 sugars? Right. Albina and Kari sit at the table Kari had pointed to earlier. Cindy follows, cleaning a nearby table while listening. 1 meeting and this all goes away. It's fine. 1 meeting with a skilled government hacker and we never have to worry again. Heck, we can pull the same trick twice if that old dino steps out of line again. Albina looks even more fidgety at the thought of ever doing this again. Kari notices and takes Albina's hands in theirs. Repeat after me. We can do this. We can do this? Come on, more confident than that. We can do this. 1 more time. We can do this. Albina practically screamed her affirmations. Everyone in the shop looks at her, including an angry Cindy. Exterior, Rex State University, evening. Outside, the sun is blaring on Albina and Kari. They are dripping in sweat and look exhausted from the heat. Maybe we can't do this? I can't believe they make them go to school in this heat. Work is more important to Rex anyway. That old dino gets greedier by the second, huh? Yeah. No big deal. The dorms have AC, remember? Interior, dorm hall, day. They step inside the dorm hall. It is nice looking, but also rather plain. The 2 are walking to Pidgey's room while talking. Well, I stand corrected. Not air-conditioned. Back when we went here, Rex didn't own the school. He must have taken them out to save money. Shocking. It's not right. We're doing our best, Al. We got this, okay? Yeah, you're right. We got this. Here we are. 1 lovely room 366. Kari gestures for Albina to knock on the door. She shakes her head and backs up. Kari then knocks on the door. Miss Pidgey? The door opens on its own. No one is inside. The room is pitch black. I guess we can go in and wait for her? you sure?
We were invited, weren't we?
I suppose so. Interior, room 366, continuous. The two walk into the room. There's a cord running across the floor over a big rug. From behind the door, Pidgey jumps out and scares them. Boo! Kari and Albina scream. Kari stumbles back and accidentally unplugs the cord running across the floor. The cord leads to a device labeled VPN. Ha! I got you. Welcome to my crappy room. While Pidgey is distracted as she's talking mostly to Albina, Kari swipes the unplugged cord under the rug. That's, probably fine. So we need you to hack into the government's legislation system and add one stating all businesses and cars should start running on solar power.
Why?
Well, a big flood is coming if we don't stop using fossil fuels. Mr. Rex denied all my efforts to stop it. Oh, I'm a government climatologist, by the way. She knows what she's talking about. Pidgey gets out her laptop and gets to work. Sure, yeah, sounds easy. Not surprising.
It isn't?
Oh yeah, the more I learn about this guy through this thing, the worse it gets. He cut our AC in the dorms to quote-unquote fund more programs. Here I come to learn through hacking the school that it all went into his pocket.
Wow.
And done.
That's it?
Told you it's easy. Suppose you did, mate. Interior, dorm hall, continuous. Albina and Kari walk towards the door. They stop right outside the room. Well, really, thank you.
That'll be $100.
Ouch. Well, here you go nonetheless. Kari hands Pidgey the money, but doesn't let go at first. Pidgey lightly slaps Kari's hand away. Kari lets go of the money, and now it is Pidgey's. She immediately starts to count it. All here. Good doing business with ya. Pidgey slams the door.
She seems nice.
Interior, room 366, continuous. Pidgey frowns at Kari's comment. She hears Albina and Kari's footsteps. Once they are gone, she sighs. And here I thought they liked me. It's fine. It's just a job. But Pidgey seems unsure of her own words. The VPN is still unplugged. Unknown computer screen. A map can be seen that has Rex State Campus on it. A red ping lights up there with an accompanying sound ping and notification. Interior, news report, day. A news reporter is on a TV broadcast reporting from a desk with a blue background. In the past few months, temperatures have dropped to levels not seen in decades. Residents all over the country are enjoying cool weather this summer after heat-stroking wannabe summer. A graphic of a chart pops up in the blue background next to the news reporter. In other news, stocks drop for all 27 businesses owned by the president of Extopia, Tobias Rex, with the president himself losing millions of dollars in recent months. Interior, Mr. Rex's office, day. Mr. Rex is watching the news report on TV in his office. He is steaming and starts throwing chairs and flipping his desk in anger while yelling. Farron watches silently in the doorway, dodging an incoming chair with a nonchalant sidestep. How could this be happening? What the hell could have happened? Well, sir, I was waiting for you to calm down before I read you this morning's report of the investigation. You were hiding it from me? Read it now, Farron. Yes, sir. After further investigation, the FBI traced back a ping from Rex State Campus a few months back as the culprit. At the same time as the ping, some new laws were added into our legislation system forbidding the use of commercial fossil fuels and opting for solar power instead. It took them that long to figure out? Yes, sir. I could have figured it out faster. In fact, I can go a step further. Albina is the one who did this. But you have no proof of that, sir. What business would Albina have at a school she graduated from years ago? It is best to play this properly so it does not happen again. Who is the boss here, Farron? You, sir. Forgive me. It would be best to play this properly to catch the right culprit. Farron, go down to the campus and investigate the ping. Maybe you'll be faster than those dim-witted poor excuses for federal agents. Yes, of course, sir. I will not disappoint. Good, because that is not an option. Mr. Rex walks to the doorway to leave the room, but Farron is standing in the way. Mr. Rex picks Farron up by the head and moves him out of the way. Mr. Rex then leaves. Interior, Government Weather Tracking Office, continuous. Kari's in the hallway eating crackers. As Mr. Rex walks by Kari, they stumble and drop their crackers. Mr. Rex notices but says nothing. Oh, I messed up with that plug, didn't I? Interior, dorm hall, day. Farron is at room 366. He knocks on the door. Cindy opens the door and answers. Can I help you? Yes, I am looking for someone named Pidgey. Ew, why would any guy be looking for her? Where is she? In class. You see, your friend here is involved in some government matters. If you learn anything, let me know. Farron hands Cindy a business card. Cindy reads it and then looks up at Farron and smiles. Say, why don't you come in? We can wait on Pidgey to get back. That is very kind of you, miss. Farron walks into the room. Cindy shuts the door. Interior, room 366, continuous. Cindy walks Farron to Cindy's bed. Cindy sits on the bed and gestures for Farron to join her. He hesitates, but then sits on the bed. Pidgey is always going on about how much she hates the government because they kill her vibe. Farron looks disgusted. I don't get how anyone could hate Mr. Rex. After all he's done for society with his businesses and how he's funding our school. Talk about entitled. Running a business against him and everything. Not to mention, Rex is such a dreamboat. Cindy gets closer to Farron. Not unlike yourself. Farron looks very uncomfortable from this interaction. He then gains a tad more confidence. He shakingly puts his hand on Cindy's leg. So, any idea who her clients were? Just some timid white bunny and stupid dog-looking thing. Perfect. What? Nothing. Any more information? I'll tell you for a kiss. Cindy leans in for a kiss. Farron looks so uncomfortable with the situation. He tries to lean in for a kiss as well. Farron, from his perspective, he blinks and then Cindy is replaced with Mr. Rex, still in Cindy's clothes, in his vision. He leans in more for the kiss with Mr. Rex, but blinks once more and Cindy is back. He gets off the bed. Well, that's all right. I have more than enough information. You've been very helpful, thank you. Police will be here shortly for that roommate girl. Farron rushes out of the room, flustered. Cindy is left confused on the bed, still in position for the kiss. Interior, Government Weather Tracking Office, day. Albina is sitting at her desk doing some coding. She gets a phone call. Hello? Hello? Bunny girl, dog thing, is that you? Pidgey, how'd you get our numbers? I hacked... No time. Listen, I've been arrested, okay? Somehow they pinged my location. I think it's my fault. What? Why? I accidentally unplugged something called a VPN. Kari! Sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'm so sorry, Pidgey. I'll bail you out. No, don't. Look, I have to go. Stay safe. Albina starts to get out of her chair, but Mr. Rex calls her name from behind her. He then goes up to her desk. He yells at her, but in a whisper as to not be overheard. Albina, you're lucky I don't throw you in jail this instant for what you did. I'm sorry, sir, but the people need it. I don't care, Albina, but those people are the only reason you are being locked up. I can't let anyone know what is happening, so instead, you're fired. Sir, now! Albina lowers her head, defeated. Mr. Rex smiles. And tell your mother I said hello. Albina looks scared but tries to brush it off while doing breathing exercises and cleaning off her desk. Interior, Albina's kitchen and living room, afternoon. Albina walks through the front door, which places her in the living room side of the dual room. She is carrying a box of her stuff from work while sulking head low. Twins run up to her. Albina masks her sullen move and puts on a happier face. The twins start jumping on her. Sis, you're home! Now you can tell Kim to stop stealing my dolls. They're just getting makeovers, but they're ugly. Albina sighs. She is too tired for this. She goes over to the TV and opens the drawer underneath. She pulls out a sleek black USB. Do you guys want to watch your favorite show? Albina waves the USB in her hand. The twins jump up and down in excitement. Yes! Albina puts the USB in the TV and turns it on. The TV starts to play Cocomelon. The twins sit on the couch. They look like they are in a trance as they watch the scene. Interior, Albina's bedroom, montage. The montage features a stressed Albina in her room. Overlapping transparent visuals are present that practically box Albina in. There are eviction notices, unpaid medical bills, circled job listings, job rejection letters. While this goes on, Albina sits at her desk paying bills and job hunting. The outside world and lighting rapidly shifts from day to night. Albina progressively appears more tired, bags under her eyes. The last paper seen is a notice that her mother's medication is being withheld by insurance. That insurance being Mr. Rex Medical Brand Insurance. End montage. Interior, Albina's bedroom, night. What are we gonna do? Albina puts her head in her hands. She hears a loud thud and then runs out of the room. Interior, Albina's kitchen and living room, continuous. On the kitchen floor is Anya's body, out cold. Albina starts to freak out and gets on the floor with her mother, on her hands and knees. She checks her mother's pulse. After a few seconds, Albina looks relieved. That relief is gone when the twins walk in. Oh my god, Momya is dead. Momya? The twins start crying and hovering over their mother's body. No, she's still breathing. I need to call 911. You two keep an eye on her, okay? Interior, hospital, night. Anya has her own room in the hospital. She is still unconscious, but is now on a hospital bed. The twins are sitting silently in two nearby chairs as Albina anxiously paces around the room. The doctor enters. Albina stops in place to speak with him. Your mother is going to be okay. Really? She doesn't look good. She just needs to take the medicine she's been prescribed. She will be perfectly fine. But our insurance keeps denying us the medication. We will continue to communicate to your insurance provider. We may need to try some other medications first to prove this is the one she needs. But doesn't she need help now? The doctor looks a bit worried. Well, yes, but there's nothing we can do. I suppose the only other option is for you to pay out of pocket, but that is hundreds of dollars. We can't even afford this hospital trip. Can you please tell the insurance it's an emergency? We are doing our best, ma'am. The doctor leaves. Albina resumes her pacing, but it is faster this time. She gets her phone from her pockets and calls Kari. Hello? My mom is in the hospital and insurance won't cover her medication. Kari, I don't know what to do and... Whoa, slow down. What happened? Insurance stopped covering mom's medication. I've been trying to get it back, but she passed out today. The hospital says she'll be fine if she stays on it. Then insurance will give it to her. They said they'll have to try other stuff to prove she needs this medication. Well, it's better than nothing, and then insurance will see she needs it and cover it for you, right as rain. I just keep thinking, what if Rex is behind this? He kept mentioning my mother, and honestly, I think he forgot you're on it. He would have taken it away earlier if he remembered, but nope, you get a few more months free after being canned. He certainly isn't the charitable type, so he probably forgot. Yeah, maybe you're right. Albina pauses. She looks more assured, but still a bit uncertain. Hey, quick favor. I didn't have room to grab everything at my desk. Would you maybe be able to grab it? Yeah, of course. Least I can do. Thank you, Kari. Hey, just remember, Al, times may seem tough now, but you did a good thing. You saved the world. Be proud of that. Albina smiles. I gotta head out. Take care, Al. You too. Interior, Mr. X's office, day. Mr. X is sitting at his desk while using Farron as a footstool. The company has been losing profit for months, even after we undid everything Albina did. Well, sir, it is hard to make up for lost time. Last I checked, footstools don't talk. Farron stays silent, but it is hard to make up for lost time. So we make more time. Mr. X gets up. The sudden movement hurts Farron, leaving him making pained noises. That's it. Make all the factories start producing 10 times the output, more working hours, make up for the lost sales. Farron, who is still on the floor, speaks through pained grunts. Genius, sir. Mr. X chuckles. And while you're at it, putting all this into the computer, Farron, add some more restrictions to our medical insurance, will you? Of course, sir. Good. Now get up. Mr. X kicks Farron. Farron then lets out another pained grunt. Interior, hospital, day. Albina is sitting in a chair next to her mother's bedside. She wakes up from sleep, still looking tired. She looks over at the twins who are sleeping in their own chairs across the room. She smiles and then goes into her bag and gets out the history book her mother read to her while she was younger. The book now has annotated pages all over. Hi, Mom. Yeah, so Kari and I have been working on something big. We discovered what really happened to the humans. I've been scribbling all over that book you used to read me. Albina is fighting back tears while reading the story. The humans had been the dominant species on Earth for 200,000 years. The humans had made great progress in building society, but it became too much for the Earth. Their use of harmful energy sources left the planet in shambles. Massive floods threatened the humans until there were none left. Albina flips the page, holding back more tears and anxiety. With the humans gone, Earth had some quiet time to repair, and a new dominant species rose. Extinct animals gained life from their previous use as an energy source. They all evolved in society to where we are now. And where we are today is right where the humans last were before disaster struck. But it's okay, Mom. Yeah, I fixed it. I saved us. It's gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Albina can't hold it in any longer. She begins to cry. She lays her head on her mother's lap. Her mother flatlines. Interior, Government Weather Tracking Office, day. Kari is walking to Albina's desk. They hear everyone around the office scurrying and panicking. Kari taps one worried employee on the shoulder. Hey, what's all the commotion about, mate? That's classified information. Kari shows the employee their badge. Oh, I just figured anyone with a badge would know. Our entire database has been deleted, along with many other government files. What? Is it some mistake? No, the president requested it all be moved to a hard drive and then deleted. If anyone but him wants to use it, it will take months of paperwork. It's really tanking our department's research. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best to help. Nothing any of us can do. The employee walks off. Kari looks more determined after that comment. Interior, hospital, day. The doctor walks in to see the mourning family. Albina's head is exactly where it is when her mother died. I'm truly sorry, ma'am. We did all we could, but insurance just would not approve the medication. Albina finally lifts her head from her mother's lap. She looks angry, filled with regret. You could have saved her. We weren't able to give your mother the proper medication. Are some stupid rules really more important than someone's life?
I don't make the rules, ma'am.
No, but we don't have to submit to them either. Interior, Albina's bedroom, afternoon. Albina throws herself onto the bed, defeated. She screams and has a complete breakdown. She is pulling at her hair and hitting herself on the head while rocking back and forth. She grabs the book she read in the hospital that was sitting next to her. She throws it at her computer. This is all your fault! The book hits her screen and it turns on. Her weather prediction program is running. It has all red text saying, "Warning, flood in 6 months." Alarms start blaring from the computer. 6 months? Wait, no. It was suggested to be 10 years? Albina rushes to the computer. She searches on the internet Rex Enterprises. She reads the article she sees on the computer. Rex Enterprises recovers all lost revenue and more with genius business move by increasing productions tenfold. Attached to the article is an image of one of Mr. Rex's factories. On top of the factory remains of removed solar panels. He undid everything. He sped up our deaths for a quick penny. Albina is fuming with anger. She fumbles for her phone and calls Kari. Meet me at that cafe near the school. Now. Please? Interior, coffee shop, night. By the time both Kari and Albina arrive at the coffee shop, it is night. They sit at the table with coffee and pastries. Thanks for the food, Kari. Least I could do, mate. I'm really sorry about your mom. She was going to die anyway if we don't act soon. Wait, what? Rex increases production output tenfold. And how bad did that speed things up? We have 6 months. Kari does the spit take of their coffee in complete surprise and fear. That's why I want to leak all the files pertaining to Rex's company and our environmental research. Those two timelines will line up and no one will be able to deny it. That's gonna be a bit hard to do. I know, we don't have Pidgey, but I think I can do it. I have to, Kari. It's not that. When I went to clean out the rest of your desk, I heard that Rex completely wiped your department's files. Lots of other random government files, too. No, he can't do that. He needs that information. Some employee told me he kept it all on a hard drive. Supposedly takes months to get approval to see it. Months? Yeah, but no worries. He doesn't suspect me, so I put a request in. I fear it may be too late by then. For the first time, Kari's confident, happy-go-lucky mask drops. They look genuinely terrified and unsure of what is to come. Interior, Albina's bedroom, afternoon. Albina is lying face down in her bed. Her room has dirty plates, clothes, and trash scattered around. Albina screams into her pillow. Her siblings walk in. Hey, sis, are you doing okay? We're worried about you. Albina perks up and puts on her best happy mask in front of the twins. The twins do not look like they buy it. I'm okay, guys. There's nothing to worry about. We're all safe. Why wouldn't we be? Albina panics a little, stumbling for an answer. Well, I won't lie. Money's a bit tight, but we'll be okay. Don't you worry about it. If you say so. The twins pick up some trash and dirty dishes around the room and then leave. After they leave, Albina has a soft, sad smile. I can't let them meet the same fate Mommy did. I can't. Albina goes to her computer at her desk. She hacks the government security cameras. I'll just hack old Rex's cameras and see where he puts the USB. Easy. Interior, Mr. Rex's office, cam footage. Mr. Rex's office has a gray filter from the security camera. Mr. Rex puts the USB into a drawer in his desk while talking to a nearby Pharaon. He then locks the drawer with a key. Interior, Albina's bedroom, continuous. Albina is taking down notes on what she saw in the security footage. Albina then grabs her old ID and scans it to her computer. The name Albina Zyka appears on the monitor along with her ID. The name is then changed to Darcy Harper. Albina puts on her newly named ID badge while saying, "Welcome to the world, Darcy Hopper." Albina opens her closet. Inside is a mess of clothes, but also her ski gear. She grabs a ski mask and all black clothes. She then emerges out of the closet looking like a cartoon robber. I can't believe I'm doing this. No, I am doing this. I have to. Akim walks into the door. What are you wearing? Albina panics. Cosplay. Okay, then. Akim awkwardly walks off, minding his own business. Interior, prison cell, afternoon. Pidgey, in an orange jumpsuit, is in a prison cell. Her cellmate looks and acts like Cindy, but has some differences. Pidgey is throwing a bouncy ball at the wall, and then catching it in her hand over and over. I'm so bored without any men here. I'm so desperate I may even hit up a guard. Well, I'm so bored without any sort of technology. Nerd. Thanks, Cindy. Not my name. It is now. A loud buzzer rings and the cell door opens. Mr. X's voice is heard on a speaker. It's time for lunch, you filthy animals. Interior, prison cafeteria, continuous.
In the cafeteria, Pidgey and her cellmate are in line waiting for food. Her cellmate taps Pidgey's shoulder and points to a security guard who is guarding the security room. Look at that handsome one. I may need to speak to him. You better not take him from me. I don't plan on it. Pidgey's cellmate is being served lunch by the lunch man. Before the lunch man serves her some disgusting gray sludge, she flirts with the man. While flirting, the cellmate is playing with her hair and trying to look cute and dumb. Say, how hard is it for a lady to get some good food around here? I can make it worth your while. The lunch man pauses and puts the sludge back in the pot. He then gives the cellmate an apple and a club sandwich. Here, miss, you can have my lunch. Thank you. The cellmate walks off. It is now Pidgey's turn to get her lunch. The lunch man plops down a scoop of gray sludge onto her tray. Pidgey then looks at the security guard again. Then she looks beyond the guard and into the room he's guarding. She sees a bunch of monitors and computer towers in the room. She then looks back at the guard. Maybe men can be useful. Exterior, Government Weather Tracking Office, night. Albina is hiding behind a bush near the side of the entrance to her old job. 2 guards are outside talking in front of the door. They start walking to their next spot on the patrol path. Albina runs up to the door and scans her new ID. The door opens. Thank you, Darcy. Interior, Government Weather Tracking Office, continuous. The hallways of the building are fancy with red carpet and white walls with many statues and plants lining the sides of the walkways. There are many people around, so Albina does rolls to make it from object to object to hide behind. She's being overly dramatic like she's in a spy movie. She gets to a hallway that leads to a big door with a plaque that states Presidential Office. The hallway is covered in red lasers with gaps one could cross through. I told Rex to get rid of these. Overexposure causes cancer. Albina hops through the gaps in the lasers like the rabbit she is. She makes it to the end and opens the door to the office and walks in. Interior, Presidential Office, continuous. The lights are off in the office. Albina flips the light switch and then squeals once the lights are on. The reason she is startled is because there is a life-size cardboard cutout of Mr. Rex in the office. She lets out a sigh of relief. Of course. Albina gets to the drawer the USB is in and picks the lock. Once the drawer is open, she grabs the sleek black USB and holds it up to her face. Bingo. Albina rolls out the door to the office from where she came in. Once Albina is gone, and a few seconds after, Farron steps from behind the cardboard cutout. He looks sinister, but then softens as he turns to the cardboard cutout and starts to pet it. Shh, there, Farron will take care of it, Rexy. Interior, prison cafeteria, afternoon. At lunch the next day, Pidgey is sitting at a table alone and picking at her gray sludge with a fork. She holds up the fork to take a bite, but the sludge falls through the gaps in the fork. She then stares at the guard in front of the security room. Am I really going to pull a Cindy and flirt with boys? Pidgey then goes up to the security guard. Hey, good looking. Can I help you? Yeah, I was just, looking for the bathroom. The security guard points down the hall. It's down the hall and to the left. Right. Well, I was hoping you could come with me? The guard grabs at his baton. Excuse me? Pidgey panics and then calms down. She starts to play with her hair, trying to appear cute and dumb. I was just so scared to go alone. There may be bugs in there. Would you mind checking for me? The guard lets out a laugh and speaks with a flirty tone. Sure thing. Meet me in there in 5 minutes. Will do, sir. The guard walks down the hall and into the bathroom. Once out of sight, Pidgey sticks her tongue out in his direction and gags. Interior, Albina's kitchen and living room, afternoon. Albina is on the couch, calling Kari. Kari! You alright, Al? I did a big thing. Like what? Can't talk about it on the phone. Meet me at the cafe in 20 minutes. Ah, that kind of big. Albina ends the call. She hears a knock on the front door. Albina opens the front door. Waiting outside is Farron. I believe you have something that doesn't belong to you. Albina makes an oh shit face and then slams the door in Farron's face. Albina starts to panic. Farron bangs on the door more and more. I know you have the USB, Miss Zyka. Hand it over and there will be no trouble. Albina runs to the twins' room. Interior, twins' room, continuous. Albina enters the twins' half-blue, half-pink room. You two want to play a prank? The twins look excited. Interior, Albina's kitchen and living room, a few minutes later. Albina is finishing dressing up the twins. They are in a large lab coat together to appear as one person. Kim is the bottom half, with Asaya being the upper half. Only Asaya's face is visible, with Kim's hidden by the lab coat. A man named Farron is looking for me, okay? All you need to do is give him this USB and say that you're me. Can you do that? Albina holds up a sleek black USB and hands it to Asaya. Easy. Legs don't talk. Lame, why does she get to be the head?
Because she looks most like me. Now I need to go, okay?
Okay. Albina reaches for her lab coat next to the front door, only to remember it is on the twins. She then runs out of the house.
I can hear you in there, Albina. Open the door and Mr. Rex will forget your sins. The twins open the door for Farron and motion for him to come inside. Farron comes in. Mr. Rex needs that USB back that you took without permission. Farron pauses. Did you, change your hair? Makeup, maybe? Yes, it's a new de-aging cream. Email me that later. Anyway, the USB? One USB straight from Albina Zyka. That's me. Yes, I know who you are, Miss Zyka. Farron takes the USB. Thank you for your cooperation. Don't let this happen again. Of course not, mister. Farron leaves and shuts the door. The twins are crossing their fingers behind their backs while snickering. Interior, prison security room, afternoon. Pidgey enters the security room. There are 3 monitors showing the entire prison. Pidgey gets onto the computer and hits some buttons. On one of the monitors, the cells can be seen. On another, the doors to the outside. All of the cell doors to the outside courtyard and the gates out of the courtyard open on the monitors. People start yelling outside the room. Interior, prison cafeteria, continuous. Every prisoner in the cafeteria is yelling and beating the guards up. It is a full-on riot. In the chaos, Pidgey manages to shuffle out of the cafeteria and escape the prison. Interior, coffee shop, afternoon. Albina arrives at the cafe and sees Kari sitting at their usual table with some food and 2 coffees. Albina sits with Kari and does not even glance at the food. Albina pulls her laptop out of her bag. I broke in and stole the USB. Kari chokes on their muffin. You what? Everyone stares at them. Shh, look, I stole the USB, okay? I had to. Albina plugs the USB into the computer. A bunch of files pop up. Here's the flood prediction before our new laws, and here's how they improved with the new laws. And here's the flood prediction now, along with a document of all of the changes Rex made to his factories. That's damning stuff. No wonder the old dino wiped it. We have to leak it. He'll be impeached. We could, hack the national news network. Everyone watches that. Yes, you're a genius, Kari. That's a first. Interior, Albina's kitchen and living room, night. Albina is studying a script in front of a green screen. Kari is messing with a camera pointed at Albina. You got that memorized yet? The big 10 p.m. broadcast starts soon. Oh shoot, I need to hack in still. Albina races to her laptop. She hits a lot of buttons on the keyboard but keeps getting access denied alerts on the laptop, both visual and audio ones. It won't let me in. What do I do? Don't look at me. Pidgey, still in her orange prison jumpsuit, swings open Albina's front door. Yeah, look at me. Pidgey? How did you get out of prison, mate? And how do you know where I live? Don't question it. Now, where are we hacking? The, news station? Great, give me that. Pidgey snatches the laptop away from Albina. After a few clicks, they're in. You're on in 30 seconds. 30? Oh my god, this is terrifying. I can do it if you want, Al. No, I have the proper credentials. I need to do this. Albina walks in front of the green screen. In 3, 2, 1, action. Albina's news broadcast. Albina is in front of a green screen with a TV filter over top her and a live logo on the bottom right. Albina has a mic taped to her face. She taps it and makes a feedback noise. Hello, is this thing on? Okay, we have something, important to discuss. Graphics of charts pop up on the green screen behind Albina. My name is Albina Zyka. I used to be a climatologist at the government's weather tracking office. I was wrongfully fired by Mr. Rex. I created a machine to accurately predict natural disasters years in advance. I was warned there would be a flood that would wipe Amber and surrounding states off the map. Mr. X denied all my efforts to stop it due to the high cost of the prevention. A new graphic appears of the link in numbers between time until the flood and Mr. X's company. As you can see here, the flood is moved to now being 6 months away. You can see a link between that prediction and when Mr. X greatly increased his, factory productions. The same pattern is visible with the old 10-year flood prediction. Scenes of floods play on the screen behind Albina. Rex is repeating history. Those who do not learn from it are doomed to repeat it. This exact same thing happened to the humans before us. My archaeologist friend Kari. Kari briefly goes next to Albina and gives a smile and wave before manning the camera once more. Found an old poem written by a human before the flood. Greed, what a deed, sentence us to the grave. The sun burned, the rain poured, all resulting in a wave. Blame the remains of the forgotten, for they assured, we are rotten. Come protest tomorrow at 12 p.m. at the main government building, so we can assure we do not join the humans where they lay. The broadcast ends.
Interior, Mr. Rex's office, continuous. Mr. Rex and Farron are sitting and watching Albina's news report on the TV. After it is over, Mr. Rex looks to Farron.
Farron, you told me you got the USB back.
It's right here, sir. Farron holds up the sleek black USB. Mr. Rex snatches it from him. He plugs it into his desktop. On his monitor, an episode of Cocomelon begins to play.
What is this?
I believe the show is called Cocomelon, sir.
You think this is funny, Farron?
Nope, sir. This is the USB Ms. Zyka handed me.
And you didn't think to check it before you left?
That would have been smart, sir.
You're lucky, Farron.
Why is that?
Because no one is going to believe a little bunny over me.
Interior, Albina's kitchen and living room, day. Albina, Kari, Pidgey, and the twins are all working on their own signs for the protest. The twins are laughing while throwing paint at each other. Pidgey looks over at them and then paints a green stroke on Kari's nose.
Ha! You need some color on your outfit.
Kari paints some of Pidgey's beak in return.
And you could use some popping colors.
Pidgey does a fake scoff and they both start laughing. Albina joins in on the laughing too.
Really, thank you guys for all the help.
Pidgey holds up her sign. It says, Tobias Rex, more like toxic mess.
Anything to go against that toxic mess.
Kari holds up their sign. It says, King of Death.
Nah, I think mine is better, mate.
Uh-huh. And what's yours, Albina? Albina shyly holds up her sign. It says, The gods in the sky didn't make us cry. It was the greed of an evil fiend.
Ooh, punky. I dig it.
Reminds me of that human's poem. Good job.
Thanks, you guys.
Kari then paints a smiley face on Albina's cheek. A smile for when it all works out. Interior, government building, day. Outside the government building, thousands of protesters show up. Most of them are screaming and have protest signs. They are angry. Albina, Kari, and Pidgey have to scream at each other to be heard. Wow, the turnout is great. I can't believe it.
You better believe it.
Mr. Rex and Farron step onto the balcony looking down over the protesters. Mr. Rex goes to the podium placed there. It has a microphone. The crowd goes silent. Citizens, it has come to my attention there is someone out there who wishes to slander my name and brand. Tell me, what are the facts behind these baseless claims? Some charts anyone could have made up? A poem anyone with half a brain could have wrote? Albina Zyka may have been a climatologist at our government office, but she is sadly delusional, convinced a great tragedy is coming despite no evidence. We at Rex Med will be dedicated to giving her the help she needs. The crowd starts murmuring to each other, debating whether Mr. Rex's words are true. Albina looks like she wants to say something but is timid and lost for words. After a few seconds, Cindy stands up from the crowd. You can't hide the facts, Rex. Everyone knows the weather has been getting hotter and hotter for no reason. None of our generation has ever seen real snow before. All we have ever known were those fake indoor skiing places. Well, my dear, those are for safety, you see. I'm talking right now. I've made the mistake of choosing the wrong side before, and I hurt those around me. Cindy looks over at Pidgey and smiles. Pidgey smiles back, surprised and flustered. And I don't intend to do it again. I can't stand idly by while our president intends to kill us all, even if he's really hot, because his actions make him ugly. The crowd roars with cheer for Cindy's words. Pidgey looks around in awe and then at Cindy. Cindy makes a heart gesture at Pidgey. The entire crowd then starts to cheer on Albina by name. Albina has a newfound confidence and hops up onto the balcony. Is it really worth it for you to kill all these people for a quick buck? These people are safe with me as their president. Science doesn't lie, Rex. The flood is coming just as it did for the humans, but we don't have to repeat their mistakes. The gods killed the humans. Stop this nonsense. You're just jealous and want my money, don't you? That's all you ever think about. Money, money, money. Albina pauses and a tear falls from her eye. Well, how much money did you save when you let my mom die? The crowd goes silent. Mr. Rex starts to laugh like crazy. Let your mom die? Who do you think halted her medicine in the first place? Who do you think denied it over and over? I didn't kill your mom for money. She was worthless. I did it to shut you up. Albina is stunned. Farron is panicking. Sir, you really shouldn't say things like that. You can be arrested. Mr. Rex slaps Farron to the ground. I can say what I want. I'm the president here. I can't go to jail. A police officer comes up from behind Mr. Rex with very skinny handcuffs. He cuffs Mr. Rex's arm that is still raised from slapping Farron. Actually, we can. Tobias Rex, you are hereby arrested for the murder of Albina Zyka's mother. The crowd cheers as the police drag off with cuffed Mr. Rex and Farron. Farron's hands are cuffed and he is being dragged across the floor by them. The crowd goes silent. What are we going to do? The crowd starts to murmur their concerns to one another about their lack of a leader. Albina for president.
The rest of the crowd soon joined Cindy in her cheering. Following the crowd, Kari, Pidgey, and the twins joined in as well. Albina turns to Kari, nervous. Kari, I can't be president. I don't know how to do this. Albina, you know better than anyone how to do this. If you don't, then some new Rex will come along and start everything over again. Albina shyly nods her head and then steps up to the podium. It is only fair to respect you all and give you a proper decision, unlike Rex. Therefore, I, Albina Zyka, will be running in the upcoming election. The crowd cheers. First half of the credits. Interior, psychiatric hospital, day. Baron is in a psychiatric hospital rocking back and forth. He has a mini cardboard cutout of Mr. Rex and is rocking it like a baby. It's okay, my president. Second half of credits. Interior, Albina's office, day. Rex's office has been refurnished. It is now Albina's. Her science trophies are on a shelf in the office along with paintings of floods. Albina, Kari, Pidgey, and Cindy are all on the couch watching TV. The twins are watching as well, but sitting on the floor in front of the couch. The TV is the perspective the couch is visible from. Cindy lays her head on Pidgey's shoulder. Pidgey kisses Cindy's forehead. Albina and Kari are talking to each other and laughing. The twins walk up to the TV screen and poke it, causing the screen to turn off. Fade to black. The Cocomelon intro plays. End.